One word. One hypnotist, Chris Jones. Chris Jones. One word. The One Word Chris Jones podcast, of course, featuring the one and only Chris Jones. Chris, how's it going, buddy?
Man, I'm living the dream. It's July 1st.
Isn't it weird that this is the halfway point of 2020, and I am one of the people that are can't wait for 2020 to be over, but you, on the other hand, you've had with this being such a crap year, you've had a great year to this point. Pregnant wife, bought a house, things are moving good in the right direction for you.
In 19 days, my wife and I will have a year together, which is kind of cool, and we're expecting a daughter in October. But, who knows where they're going to be working in the future. And a lot of people have gotten sick, been separated from families, so I'm ready for maybe 2021.
So let's talk about that a little bit, about the social distancing and stuff, because I know that you and your beautiful bride have been doing a fantastic job at social distancing. As a matter of fact, I saw one of the videos that you put together with one of your new toys, a green screen and a drone. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, she's pregnant, so we're really trying to avoid people. I did get a drone, and I was like, I'm never going to fly this. I'm too scared to crash it. And I had it for like 2 years, and I said, no, I'm going to open the box. And I opened the box, and I was like, all right, now I'm going to learn how to fly it. All right, YouTube videos how to fly it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it on the deck. And then now it's like one of my favorite things to do.
What kind of drone do you have?
Mach 2 Phantom. The camera is amazing. It flies for 30 minutes on a charge, and I have spare batteries. And it's really fun. Like, I'll fly with you because it is cool. I did it with my nephew, who's 5, so that was a lot of fun. Like, we were chasing him with it. He had the time of his life.
Have you gotten any real cool video?
I flew it over the lake, which was kind of nice. My dad and I flew it over Father's Day together. So, short answer, yes. But that's the other thing about, like, taking videos and photos. Like, most of the stuff is cool to you. Other people are like, I don't care. Unless it's like a half-naked person.
So tell me about the green screen that you've got that you were sitting on. How does that work? Is that hard to put together?
That's another fun thing, too. I literally just went online, Amazon, of course, got a green screen, and it showed up with a backdrop. And I was like, there's no place. Like, the backdrop is too long to put up anywhere. I put it in the garage for a little while, but it took up the entire garage. So I just took it outside. Like, I took the green screen outside, laid it flat on the ground. And so my wife and I are like having a picnic, and any image we want underneath us is now underneath us. We're walking over water, walking over fire. Homer Simpson's eating a donut underneath us. Like, it just transposes that green screen with any photo or image you want.
That's pretty cool. Things have sure gotten a lot different when it comes to technology and whatnot. What piece of technology is next for Chris Jones to buy?
Need a baby monitor. A baby monitor is probably my next camera investment.
Okay. It's funny nowadays they have them so they're camera ready. When my kids were little, it was just it was a glorified walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, oh, wait, something's wrong. Seems like the baby's crying, or I don't hear any sounds.
I'm gonna go check.
Must be healthy.
I know, but even if there's no sounds, that's the weard thing about being a parent.
Right.
Is when there's no sounds, you're like, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. So did you celebrate Father's Day since you're a father to be?
We did. Yeah. My dad came over and with my sister, and like we grilled out a little bit. Stacy's a sweet person. She got me a grill. So I'm looking at it now. I have a big boy grill, and I'm just over here cooking vegetarian burgers on it.
Do you have to worry about flare up on a vegetarian burger?
No, it's all good. Got a propane tank, propane accessories.
That's a good show. I miss King of the Hill.
It was such a good show. It worked on The Simpsons is getting more political. I watched an episode last night, and I was like, this is fantastic.
The Simpsons has always been political, though, I think.
You're right, it has.
I've watched that since the beginning. Since they started back in 1987, I started watching it then. And I, at one time, used to have them all on video, VCR tape. At one time. Now I don't, because now it's all available online, of course.
Isn't that interesting? Like, things that you're like, I'm going to save this, it's going to be valuable. If there's a flood, this is what I want to save. And now you're like, well, if there's a flood, I've backed up all my photos. Like, what would I take with me? My kids are out of the house. If there's a fire, God forbid, I'm not going to save my clothing because that's weird. I guess I just take my laptop
or your telephone, your phone, your passport, and your license. And from there, you can rebuild. How would you be able to do a virtual show as a hypnotist?
They want us, all the hypnotists, to like hypnotize people over the screen, which you can 100% do. My only fear is unhypnotizing them correctly.
Because you don't want them to be susceptible to what other people are saying for them to do.
100%. Like, there's so many legal issues of if someone's in a dorm and like their roommate's there and is like, all right, he's still hypnotized. Let's put his head in the toilet. And that's best case scenario. Someone streaking down the quad. Okay, that's also good. We can deal with you just being naked. That's fine.
So if something like that happens, does the liability fall back on you as a hypnotist, or where does that liability fall?
I've had one show in Wisconsin where a woman took off her shirt on stage while hypnotized. And after the show was over, like the next day, the agents sent me an email from the woman's parents. And he made me feel the lowest I've ever felt. Like, you've seen my show. I don't do anything too graphic. Everything's like a little bit cleaner than Family Guy. Between Simpsons and Family Guy, that's my show.
Right.
And there's no reason for her to have her shirt off, but the guys were having their shirts off. And she took guys to mean, I'm a guy too. Long story short, the dad was like, my daughter was a straight-A student, member of 4-H, and she was so excited for college, and in 1 hour, your hypnotist made her feel like a complete idiot and dumbo. She wants to come home, and I was like, God, I feel horrible. Eventually, I got over it because I've done shows since.
Find entertainer and hypnotist Chris Jones at hypnotistchrisjones.com. The One Word Chris Jones Podcast, a podcast for higher production.